Right, welcome to my channel, Bible Pilgrim, Inspire, Praise and Worship. And I know in my last video, or the video before last, I think it was my last video actually, I said I wasn't going to get any more Bibles, and I wasn't. However, I have. This came up on Amazon, and I wasn't actually looking for a Bible at the time. It just seemed to come up, and I just clicked on the link and had a look. And it looked like a very nice Bible for a very good price, and so I bought it. Unfortunately, Amazon don't always pack very well, so this was just in a cardboard box with a very tiny bit of brown paper, and the corners of the box have been slightly crushed. Fortunately, the Bible inside is okay. Now, it's a King James Version study Bible. It's large print, and it's by Christian Art Publishers. And this is the back. So it says special features, gold and black interior, devotions for every chapter, presentation page, 48 designed verses, thousands of study notes, daily Bible reading plan, 50 key teachings, double column format, 2 ribbon markers, book introductions, lay flat binding, 11-point font, which is partly what attracted me, and 8 full colour maps, ancient creeds, confessions and catechisms. And yeah, it looks really interesting, so I bought it. It is black and brown real leather. It has 6 raised hubs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got gold lettering, some gold lines on it. Christian Arts is the publisher. It has a paste down liner. It has a lovely presentation page. Now this is sort of like a real Bible heirloom type family Bible. So presentation page, and then it's got holy matrimony page, family record, births, deaths and marriages, births and deaths. And then got occasions to remember, study Bible, the editor, the Old Testament editor, New Testament editor, and the editorial assistant. And it's just really beautiful, this Bible. It was published in 2021, previously published in 2014. So as you see, it's got quite a good list of contents. There's introductions to the Pentateuch, historical books, poetic and wisdom books, prophetic books, what happened between the testaments, introduction to the Gospels and Acts, epistles, and then it's got study tips as well at the end. So we will have a look through the Bible. It has, oh, just a minute. Right, where was I? Okay, so it's got gold gilt, it's got 2 satin ribbons, and we were having a look inside it, I believe. Yeah. So we've got reading the Bible experientially, and it says simply means to read it with all our heart, soul and mind and strength, and it sort of gives you ideas on how to do it. Tells you about the King James translation, about the text. Okay, and then we have some nice what would you call them, pages here with verses. And we start with the Old Testament scriptures, gives us an introduction, and then we have an introduction to Genesis, which is quite in depth, and then we have the Genesis itself, and it's verse by verse format. The paragraphs are marked, and then it gives the information. So it's got the study notes, and then also in the Bible, after each chapter you get thoughts for personal family worship, chapter 1, and I think that's a really good idea. So you can really work with your family if you want to. We've got creation and God's glory, and then we go on to chapter 2, and each chapter has thoughts for personal family worship. And I think that's just, it really is good. And it's just very easy to read. There's a little bit of oh, what's it called? There's a little bit of shadowing. I can't remember the proper word is, sorry, but it's not too bad. And it looks like it's relatively line match, which is nice. And then we have information about the fall of man. So each book does that. We've got, as I say, it's thumb indexed, and I know some don't like that and some do. I didn't have a choice. This was the only one at the time when I was looking that was available, so it was thumb index or nothing. Yeah, so then we have the introduction to Numbers, and again each chapter has thoughts for personal and family worship. So all through the Bible we've got these ideas on how to read it. And then we'll come over to the New Testament. Before we get there, we've got what happens in between the Testaments. And we've got the title page for the New Testament scriptures, a verse, and then we've got the introduction to the Gospels and Acts. And yeah, so the New Testament is thumb indexed with red. They've done it slightly different to my other thumb index Bible, but you know, it is what it is, and it is quite helpful, particularly for a big family Bible like this, which is what we're going to use it for. And again, it's got really good notes. It's got questions, thoughts. Yeah, it's lovely, really lovely Bible. I'm very, very pleased with it. I think it's been very well thought out. And then after Revelation, we have quite a lot in the back here. You can see there's lots of pages. So we've got verses, then we've got study helps. So we've got the Beatitudes written out, and then we've got a section on how to live life as a Christian, and there's all sorts of titles. So you've got Coming to Christ, United with Christ, Experiencing Justification and Adoption, Growing in Sanctification, Assured and Persevering, Reading the Scriptures, Why and How We Pray, Worship and the Means of Grace. And yeah, there's a lot of this. As you can see, it goes quite a big chunk of it, so I won't go through all of it. And then we get to 20 centuries of church history, and I think this is amazing. This is really interesting, because each century it tells you a little bit about the church. Apostolic foundations, Church of Martyrs and Confessors, persecution and heresy, Origin and Tertullian. Not sure if I've said that right. Yeah, so it's all the way through to the 20th century. It's a pity they haven't got the 21st century. That could be very interesting. Anyway, then we've got creeds and confessions. Apostles' Creed, Nicene Creed, Athanasian Creed, Belgic Confession, Heidelberg Catechism, Canons of Dort, Westminster Confession, Westminster Shorter Catechism, Westminster Larger Catechism. And I mean, I don't really know any of this stuff. As I've said before, I'm a Bible pilgrim. I'm a newbie to all this in relative terms. So this is going to be really interesting. And, you know, you might not agree with them all, but it's great to have it in this Bible. I think it's just amazing. This is such a good Bible. I'm so pleased with it. I really am. It's better than I thought it would be. It was such a cheap price. It was a real bargain. And I love the sort of scriptures that you've got through it. It's, yeah, it's really beautiful. And then we have got, the shorter catechism, the larger one, and then, okay, so then we've got a Bible reading plan. So you can read the Bible in a year. It gives you family worship, private reading. And then we've got concordance, money, weights and measures. And yeah, the concordance. And then at the very end, we have got sorry about this. We've got acknowledgements, and then we've got some pages for notes, which is great. That's very thoughtful that they've been put in as well. And then of course we've got the maps. They're glossy page maps. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I didn't count that very well, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of maps. Yeah, so really beautiful. So I'm very, very, very pleased with this Bible. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It really is an heirloom type Bible. Very nice to have in your library. King James Version, of course, is a lovely version to have. Sometimes it is a little bit hard to understand, but I just think it's amazing. This Bible is so nice. It's got lovely, the paper feels nice. It's nice to read. It lies flat, which is always a positive. No matter where you are in the Bible, it lies flat, even at the very end, as you saw when I was opening it up. So yeah, I recommend this Bible. I think it's lovely, and if you can get it for as good a price as I did, well, all the better for it. So yep, Christian Arts, what are they called? Christian Art Publishers. And yeah, anyway, sorry for this. It's slightly bitty because I'm not in my usual setup, so I'm a bit over the place. I've got a few things going on at the moment, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of the week, and God bless everyone. Bye for now.